welcome to Bars and My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
And we are here for Strength and Swings class.
Oh yeah.
The last one of 2021.
You got it.
So thanks for joining us all year, because there's been 52 workouts that we've done. Check back on our YouTube channel if you missed 1, 2, or 3, and you could do them all again. Today, we'll get started with a nice body weight warm-up, and then we'll get into our kettlebells. We're going to do a simple but not easy workout tonight just to culminate the year.
Culminate.
Go ahead.
That's right. And we'll start with that head. I like hands behind sometimes and the feet in parallel. From here, low effort extension of the neck, look up, and then the chin tuck, looking down. 1 or 2 more light efforts here. Extension, looking up, flexion, looking towards down. Reset your head on the horizon. Then from here, a lateral bend, ear to shoulder. Stabilize on that short side as you pull down, ear to the other shoulder. Stabilize on that short side, pull down, ear to shoulder. And one more time each here. When you're moving or stretching the neck, don't move the neck. Instead, aim to move the head. From here to your chin tuck in and rotations now, crown to ceiling. Make room by pulling the chin in. As I just said there, crown to ceiling, add the rotation. One more time each way. Rotation. Through center, getting taller all the time. Rotation. And finish looking ahead. Mix up your stance if you wish. And from here, the same actions through the rib cage. The flexion, rib cage towards hips. The extension, the lift up. Repeat again, flexion. As Lauren's showing from the side profile, it's a modest shape, but continue to pull down to lift up. Next, it's that side flexion. Similar to the neck, pull down on the short side to stabilize the action. Encourage the lateral flexion. Anchor down to pull the other way. One more time each way. Side flex. Pull down to tall. And last one, up and over. Pull down to get tall. Then as Lauren has there with those hands across the body, retract the shoulders. Head and shoulders can move together here. Slowly, T-spine rotation. And then return through center. Same thing other way. Rotation. Small shapes here. If midnight is straight ahead, as we rotate through here, we might end up at 1 or 2 o'clock in that corner. And then similarly to the other side at 10 or 2. Repeat to center. Now let's just pull ourselves down into a little bit of a squat and maybe even place your hands on your hips. Get a little bit of a hip hike in there. East and west, up and down. Then what about our tailbone tip back? And then our tailbone tuck under. And then not quite turking, but working. Let's go a couple more repetitions. Groove open those hips. They may come in handy in those splits. And then press down to tall. Shake it out a little bit. And Lauren, what's up next?
We'll get to the floor, warm up our wrists, because we'll do some get-ups today. Knees towards over the toes. Hang out here. Gently drift a little bit from side to side, feeling that weight shift, that transfer. Now let's stay the same height, but try to find that toe balance. And same idea, light shift from side to side. And then come back through to center. Drop those hips towards the floor. Knees soft landing. Hips extend, untuck those toes. We'll sit back for a second, and then we'll press driving our hips forward. We'll take our hands out front. I like to straighten your elbows, pack your shoulders, hinge on the hips so your fingertips find the floor first. Put all 8 fingers down, the whole finger. Now pull your shoulders down again, rotate those pits forward. Could you rock from the baby to the index, and the baby to the index, then to center, push those palms heavy down, straighten the pits if they're not, and let's pull, drifting into some wrist extension, and then pressing ourselves back. Repeat again, pulling into that wrist extension, and pressing back. Last time, pull yourself forward. This time, we're gonna do our first knuckle push-ups, so palms push away from the floor, and then fingers flick. Shake that out. We'll do a quarter turn because that's how they end up in our get up, with those fingertips down first, elbow pits facing forward as the hands come down. Now, pack those shoulders. Let's drift by pushing our right fingers into the floor to go to the left, and then our left fingers in the floor to go to the right. Try this 1 or 2 more times, feeling that weight shift and that light transfer. Then come back to center. Let's push the palms away from the floor with straight elbows, and then come back down. 1 more time, push the palms away from the floors, and then fingers flick away. Shaking that out. We'll do a quick lunge with our rotation, and then we're getting to some warm-up presses. Knee to the front, leg to the front, I should say. Let's review what Ian did before. Hip hike, pull down. Tilt the tailbone to the back wall, scoop the hips under. Now, lightly, stir the punch bowl. Get the hula hips on, reaching all the corners to one direction, to the other direction. And then come back to center. We'll heel toe that leg open. Try the same thing from here, right away to the hula. Draw some nice circles around there, reaching the hips to all the corners of the room and to center. And then switch directions, reaching around. And then that center position. That side leg is gently pulling in, that back hip pushing forward. We'll take that side arm across our chest. Rotate our head towards that side knee and then the upper body. From here, chop on the hip, hinge, hand finds the floor. With our shoulders stacked over top of each other, our head will look at the hand on the floor. And then that upper body will rotate, close, knee pushes to the side. Head rotates open, upper body rotates open. 1 more time, head down, shoulders down, head up, shoulders up. Push the floor away, rotate the chest to the front, heel toe the leg. Let's, from here, push forward and back into the floor, up to tall. Take the other leg back and slowly descend in your lunge. Once we're here, we hiked to hip, we pulled it down. We tilted the tailbone to the back wall. We scooped it under, and then we got hula-ing around. How do these hips move? Do they feel different when that other leg's up front? Switch directions. Mine do. It feels a little bit stickier on this side, so just exploring all those corners. Once you're in center, we'll heel toe that leg to the side. Do the same hula action 1 more time. I like to think about my femurs staying relatively stationary and my hips or my pelvis moving around them. Come back to center, arm across chest, head, shoulders, hinge, hand finds floor. Stack those shoulders, head looks down, shoulders rotate closed. Head looks open, shoulders open. Do that 1 more time, head first, then shoulders, then head, and shoulders. Pushing the floor away, extending the hips, head and shoulders to the front. Bring that leg in front. Let's do our up. So pushing forward and back, up to tall. We will grab
Kettlebell, a light kettlebell. I have mine off to the side here. Before we press that overhead, let's get into your pressing stance. Mine is feet forward, feet just outside of those hips. Let's set up our imaginary hike pass. So we have a kettlebell here. Hike pass to the groin, and then up to the rack.
Quick.
Hand away, low effort for right now, arm towards overhead. At this place, elevate the shoulder as the shrug. Pack the shoulder with your stiff elbow and groove your pull. Find tension, make this challenging and exciting for the core, and then just ease off. Repeat.
Other side.
Other side. Rack's position. Easy does it on the up. The palm can face forward as long as the shoulder allows, then elevate and shrug. Stiffen the elbow and pack the armpit shoulder, and pull back to the rack. The dismount with that kettlebell is 2 hands, and then whoom, return to the floor and shake out. Now that we're here, let's grab that kettlebell and repeat, but this time from those lunges. Take your step back, pulling yourself down. The back hip stays extended and you compress or pull in on the front leg. That's that scissor cue. From here, address yourself close to that kettlebell. Pack your shoulder, pull up to the rack, core tension, a press. pull down. That's easy. Let's do one more. Up, to press. Return to that rack's position, 2 hands on, and then hinge, replacing the bell to the ground. Move yourself around that kettlebell. That's simple and strong. And same thing on the other side. Preload. Up with the hip. Core brace. Press. Pull down to the rack. Repeat once more. Up to press. And pull. 2 hands on. Return to the ground. Be careful of that kettlebell, but stand up, out of the lunge, clear of the bell. From here, let's just do a single leg deadlift, Lauren. Warm up those hinges. What do you think?
Let's do a single leg deadlift, Lauren. With our feet slightly wider than our hips, we're going to chop those hips hinging back. When we hinge, our shins are vertical or perpendicular to the floor, our toes are gripping, and our spine is nice and long, slight tailbone tip to the ceiling. We're going to transfer our weight, but nothing changes. Point the leg out to the side. Draw a quarter circle around the back. Lift that hip a little bit to verticalize the shin and load up the hamstring and hip, and then whoop, 1 unit to tall. Repeat, second side. Hip hinge, nice long spine. Transfer that weight. Don't let that hip kick out as you transfer your load. All the way to the back. Slight lift in the hip, and then 1 unit. One more time each side. Hip hinge, push over. Hip stays behind you as you draw that circle. Stay connected to the floor here. Lift up, wear that load on the hip and cheek as you stand up tall. Last one, hinge. Transfer that load. Reach long, trace, trace, trace. Lift up a little bit and then to tall.
Let's go back to that kettlebell. Stand in that split stance and pull yourself down. Then address your kettlebell from a tall kneel position this time and 1 or 2 presses from that rack's position again. Hinge, preload, hips up, core brace, push, pull that kettlebell back down. Those tension techniques like bum squeezes and firm fists will help. Then hinge out of the way, return to the floor with a shake, and repeat on the other side.
Burn and firm.
You got it. Same thing other side. Pack shoulder. To the rack, core brace, press, pull down with control. 1 more time to press and pull. Back down. 2 hands, and then maybe that sissy style squat up. Toe squats, sissies, and back up. I know we have some swings coming
That's right.
up. So let's just prepare that swing with Lauren's favorite hike, stop, and swing drill.
Excellent. Were you thinking 2-handed swings tonight?
Whatever you are.
Let's think 2-handed swings tonight.
I forget what was said there. There we go.
I know. Our pregame talk was cut a little bit short. We have lots going on here. So let's set up behind that bell and start with our hike passes. So behind your bell, hanging out into your hinge position. Hips go back. Hands on bell. Tip, pull to zipper, park. Repeat 2 more times. Pull with lats, park. Pull, park. Bell goes down, you stand up. Now we'll do a set of our stop swings. 1 full swing, park the bell, repeat for 3. Hinge, grip, pull, swing, through, park, repeat. And down, that chest tight, shoulders retracted, and park. We'll do 1 more set of presses, followed by 1 more set of warm-up continuous swings, and then we'll get rocking.
It's that Z press. It's a fun one. It's a challenging press. No rules right now. We'll get up in that specific way, but let's get down. Address your bell in that tall sit, ensuring that we have that nice anterior tip or extended spine. No McSlumps. But from here, we'll clean it to that rack. Practice our full body tension for press and pull down. For up to 2 repetitions, return to that rack and gently return to the floor. Little shake, little wiggle. 1 more time. Other side. Core, press, up. 1. Return the bell to that rack's position with control. Up. Follow with 2 full reps. Return to the rack. 2 hands and assist. No rules yet, Lauren, but get up anyhow that feels good for you. And then let's warm up that swing. One more set.
All right. 1 set of swings, 5 continuous. Step behind your bell, hinge, pull, and park.
Neither of these bells are very light, but they are our warm-up kettlebells. So I feel confident with that warm-up set. As I've done them, I'm going to put it off to the side and proceed with the heavier kettlebell. Take your time. If you don't have a heavier light bell, that's okay. We sell those on barsandbells.com. Or take time, build resilience, be patient as you achieve your strength goals.
We sell them. We don't ship them.
No.
Sorry.
I'd walk them 500 miles. That's our radius.
What we're going to do here tonight, 5 sets. 1 get up right, 1 get up left, stand up, do some swings, repeat 5 times. Sounds good?
Simple and easy. Simple and easy. Inspired by strong firsts, simple and sinister. It's that swing and get up.
Let's get started.
Here we go.
Come on down to your cuddle position. First get up, first side. Cuddle, roll, press. Here we go. 1 full get up. Each move independent of the last. Rotating around that bell. Keeping the shoulder packed. Using those scissors on the ups and downs of your lunge. Taking your time. And thinking only of get-ups. And pull down. Take your time. Move yourself around your bell. Maybe Ian has a new move for us tonight. We'll see.
Ooh, I'll share that.
All right, next time. Here we go. Second side, cuddle. Roll and press. Hip drive. Pull to the hand. The lift and sweep. Scissoring up and scissoring down. Rotating around to the elbow and to the back. Bell comes down. No rules how you stand up now. Just come on up. Our first round here, I'm going to go 5. Ian will go 5. I'm going to go 10. Ian's going to go 10. If I run away, it's because my hair flops around like the Muppets and I may need a bobby pin.
All right. 5 swings to start. And 2. It's that timing that you're in your plank for as long as you can be. And as soon as that kettle is behind you, it's right back.
5. Team Ian's going 5. Either you're swinging with me or you're swinging with Ian. Rest in between. Enjoy that rest. It's best. We're going for 10 or up to 10.
If you're breathing with Lauren, it's that exhale as that kettlebell separates from the body, the power. If you're with me recovering, in slow and out even slower. And through the nose. Oh my goodness, Lauren, you in 20 or 10 here?
10.
Okay.
All right.
Our
Ian's
turn
team
next.
starts swinging. I'll be right back. My hair and wardrobe person wasn't available on such short notice. So, tips from the best. Team Ian finishing up your 10 swings, parking that bell. Take a couple seconds off. We come back down. Set number 1, I started with my right hand, which is my dominant hand. Set number 2, I'm going to start with my non-dominant hand.
And I'll follow along. No rules right now as we get to the floor. Take time in the sit or in that cuddle right by the bell. Take your breath. Let's go. Cuddle, roll and press. Hip extension to the elbow. Tall sit. Sweeps. Press the floor away. Square up the lunge to tall. And pull yourself down. Open windmill. Hinge. Sweep. Elbow to your back. 2 hands on. And cuddle it down. Now sit up nice and tall with the kettlebell out by your backside. Then take a knee, lift it, and open. And then same thing. And then again, clear that kettlebell. Straight legs like Lauren, or bent legs like I did there too. Now we should be on the other side of our kettlebell. In the same effort here. Cuddle. Roll. Press. Push through the hip. Pull on the elbow to hand. Sweeps. Press. Square up the lunge to tall stand. Take your time coming down. Windmill. Sweep that leg. Tall sit to elbow to the back. And down. And maybe just an extra one of those.
Oh, you're trying to be even.
Gotta even that up.
Even.
Oh,
All right.
I wanted to be able to do that. Ooh, almost.
This time, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do 10 first, and then Ian 10, and then 5, and 5.
Ooh, nice. Bring in the hard, heavy stuff first here. 10 repetitions of your swing. Or for you at home, choose your high number. 5 is that low. Maybe 8's appropriate for you. Practice strength. Practice with integrity. Finish as powerful as you started. Just like Exhibit Lauren right there.
All right, Team Ian, you're up. 10-ish swings. Remembering if you're not feeling 10 tonight, no problem. We don't judge. We judge you if you did them and you didn't feel like doing them. Or they didn't feel good, I should say. We're breathing. That strong exhale matches those hips. Plank, elbows straight, shoulders retracted. 5.
Now it's that set of 5. As Lauren came around, looking from the side or from the back, I made sure to squeeze those shoulder blades together and straighten my elbows. Maybe she was using it or looking at me for other reasons, but that's what I felt. Keep it strict. 5
I like
reps.
that side profile on our students, making sure at the top we're not getting that lean back position, but we're connecting the ribs to the hips. Take that punch, breathe under your shield. I tried to organize the swings like that to give Ian a longer break, but it actually didn't really work out. I got a longer break, so
That's all right.
sorry about that, Team Ian.
All good.
We're back to the floor.
We're used to it.
This is set number 3, and as previously decided, this is back to our right hand if you joined us for the alternating start positions. Here we go. Get up number 5. Take your time. Eyes on that bell as you rotate around. And then eyes forward from that lunge position. Have that toe tucked in the back to help you in that up and the down. And to the back and park. Beautiful. Nice smooth moves. Oh no. Don't forget, you don't want to be lopsided. All right. Going in circles if you don't do it the other way. Here we go. Get up number 6.
Close to the wall on this one.
You don't need much space, but you do need some. Take your time. Last couple moves. And down. Finishing with that control. Popping back up. Now we're going to go back. Actually, we're at the peak of our pyramid. 2 sets of 10.
Sounds good. Take the rest in between and shake it. Follow Lauren or me, not both of us. Practice that 1-to-1 work rest rate interval for endurance and strength. This is rep number 3 for Lauren, and it looks exactly like rep number 1. The breath is there, the toes are heavy, the glutes are firm, and she could take that Polish punch. Firm abs and breathing from underneath. 10.
Biggest thing we see as these swings keep going is that people start to lose their hinge. If there was a wall or a tether or something behind you, marking where your butt hits, you're gonna hit it every time. So Ian's gonna hit my hand every time with that butt. Don't lose your hinge. Otherwise, you're not swinging with those
Make sure you have
sheets.
permission if you're going to put your hand near
Right.
someone's butt like that. That's okay. Do it again with rest. Prepare with the hinge and your successive swings. Come down with those numbers if you need to. We're trying to challenge ourselves with the 2 sets of 10 here in the apex of that pyramid set. Whew, you slow down my breath here. In slow, Out even slower.
Yes, I don't normally use my hands on the bottoms of my students. Just this one.
Better not.
So that swing to the zipper every time. Use those hips explode. At the top, we're in that plank position, so the kneecaps are pulled up. Hips extended. Core brace, retracted, and that light chin tuck. In my early days of swinging, and hopefully not now, but probably occasionally now, I tended to chicken neck out at the top of my swing. So I had to talk about chin. All right, we're back to the floor. This is set number 4.
Let's do it.
Starting with
Non-dominant sider for our left.
the left.
Starts with that cuddle again. For that, the pinky finds itself near the corner. Come back to that position always. Press. Take a breath. And then drive. And then tall sit. Sweep. Lunge. Tall stand. Take time to pull down. Open to the side. Hinging on the hip. Finding the tall sit to elbow. And down. 2 hands, reset. No rules. Swing around that bell, but avoid the bell coming across your body or approaching any space near your head. This is number 8 coming up here. Let's do it.
Number 8.
Back shoulder. Press. Elbow. Tall sit. Bridge and sweep. Press through. Square. Tall stand. Take your time coming down. Windmill. Sweep that leg. Elbow. And floor. Whew. Awesome. Whew. Now we got 10 to 10 swings out of the way. This will feel easy coming back down, right, Lauren?
How do you know what it is?
I don't. I'm just hoping.
Hoping.
Fingers crossed.
We're going to come back to that 5 and 10. Let's do 10 first, followed by our 5.
Sounds good. That team, Lauren, they're great. Just keep going first. Rest with me if you need. Get going on those swings for up to 10. And as you see, Lauren's hips are going back, encroaching on that doorway space. And as soon as that kettlebell's behind, it's up front. Just 1 or so more here. So team me in here, or opposing team, let's get going.
10 swings, team in. At the top, check in with your partners. Punch them in the stomach. Punch them in the butt. Make sure they know about that before you do it. Breathe behind that shield. Shoulders retracted, elbows straight. Try to breathe in and out that nose, force that exhale. Here we go, 5-Z's.
Set of 5. And 2. Squeeze your bum. It's rooted feet. Firm grips on that kettlebell, including the shoulders in retraction or pulling to your midline.
5 swings for team Ian. If you're team Lauren, force that exhale. Fill that belly. Slow it down.
Awesome.
And we have one more round.
One more round tonight, and that'll be it for the night. It for 2021. Whew.
Wow.
What
All right.
a year. What a year.
What a year. It's ours in 2022. So here we go. Get up number 9 and number 10. We're back to that dominant side likely, or your right side if you started with us. Here we go. Take a breath. Start in the cuddle. Roll and press. One last full get up on this side. Don't rush it. Step by step. A get up typically takes about 30 seconds. If you're going too much faster than 25, you might want to slow down a bit. I think I say that with confidence, and then I question myself, but about that. If you're going much slower, you could go a little faster, but it's not
Slower is harder.
Here we go. Last get up on this side. Set yourself up. Make that off leg nice and heavy as you drive to that elbow. That bottom shoulder's packed as you sweep around and up. Coming down with control, rotating around that bell. Pulling down and returning it to the floor. Last, stand up.
That's it for get-ups?
So for get-ups, that was 10.
Awesome. 10 get-ups, 2 sets of swings, I guess, here. And we're finishing with a nice set of 5. And then 1 big set of 10.
Oh, is that
Team
what we're
Lauren,
doing?
go for it.
I've been trying to count the swings this entire time you've been talking.
Oh,
15 plus 15 is 30, plus 20 is 50, plus 15 is 65. So this will take us to 80-ish.
80 swings, plus a couple
Would you
warm-ups.
say first 5 or 10?
5. Do those 5 swings to start here. And 2. The breath match, the glute squeeze, the punch. Firm tension all around and breathing underneath.
That core brace, that shield we talk about. I personally like to think about the Ninja Turtles and wearing that shield or that shell on my front as well as my back.
Colored like Leonardo here, wearing my blue.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren's little Donatello action in that purple.
That was my favorite.
You got it. I love the bow staff, those stick skills, awesome stuff. But today we're focusing on those kettlebells. So glute squeezes, we're up to 10 reps here. Finish with integrity. Start strong and then finish stronger. That's close to 10. So team us, team Leonardo, let's go for it.
All right. 10 swings here. Rules still apply. Keep your hinge. Pack your shoulders. Strong exhale match. Last couple reps of some strong swings. Park the bell. Stand up without it. Let's slow our breath down together. Couple breaths in and out the nose. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Let's add on a little bit. In for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold empty for 4. In for 4. Hold. In more. Out for 4. Hold empty for 4. One more time. In for 4. Hold. In more. Out for 4. Force it out. Last one. Hold empty for 4. 3, 2, 1. Gotcha.
So close.
So
Throughout the
close.
year, we've improved our strength, our conditioning with our breath, and the ultimate strength tasks like presses, get-ups, squats, and swings with the kettlebell. Thank you, Lauren, for helping us through Tuesdays. I do this class because I don't train this way. I train a little bit lighter, a little bit easier.
Ian likes his
sipping
rest.
some coffee. I do like the rest. So challenging ourselves with Lauren's work class here is something I look forward to every week. And thank you very much for being here. So to our patrons, the members at barsandbells.com, and those YouTubers at large, thank you very much for attending. Subscribe, like, and support your health, our practice, with a subscription to Bars and Bells.
And don't train like this every day.
Oh, once a week.
Train with some coffee.
Ooh,
Thanks for joining. My name's Lauren, and we
Hi,
hope to do this again in the new year. Until then, take care, stay strong, and we'll train soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.